congratulations on this movie. It was insane.
Thank you.
It's happy premiere day. How are you feeling?
It's very surreal. I've, done things where you stand to talk to people before, but it's never been for my own film. So I would say it's quite a surreal experience, and I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, and what an incredible directorial debut. This movie was so good. I'm such a fan. Did you plan it purposely to premiere on Canadian Film Day?
We didn't. It was a happy accident, and I'm thrilled to be able to be part of the celebrations today, and I'm excited about that. But, we made this movie. There was a strike. It was sort of hard to plan. All things came together, and here we are.
Yeah, you've described the film more as like a family drama than a horror. Why is that?
Well, I think that for me, it doesn't have the common tropes of a horror movie, and I like that because it gives it a little bit more depth that I wanted to explore and tackle. And for me, the family dynamic is the most interesting part of this, and the fact that it's set into this world that puts this family into fear and stress and how they respond to it. There's blood, there's gore, there's action, but ultimately it's really about this family and how they react to each other.
I didn't know you could take a knife to the cheek so easily.
Neither did I, but I was in the hands of a Cronenberg, and they know how to do this.
Yeah, speaking of a Cronenberg, you've been friends with Caitlin, you've been friends with Jay for a long time. How was it getting to work with them and play siblings with Jay?
It's like super easy. I think we've been talking shit to each other since God knows how long, and I don't know, we have a shorthand if nothing else. She makes me laugh like nobody else does, and we kind of have that weird, annoying kind of inside joke humor just that you get from knowing each other a long time. I think that's kind of why we were able to pull the movie off with very little rehearsal, was that Emily and I get on as well as we do.
With Jay, we've been friends forever. We've worked together on so many movies, and I couldn't believe that we hadn't played siblings, because that is what we are. And so actually Kate had texted me and just said, "Will you do my movie?" And I said, yes, because I'm a good friend. But then, thank God, when I read the script, it was amazing. But when I read it, I was like, Jared needs to be Jay, and so I just wouldn't stop texting him.
You were the second one cast in this.
Yes.
What was it about it that made you want to jump on board?
Well, I get on with Emily and Caitlin super good, and have known Caitlin over a decade, Emily maybe over 2 decades potentially, and so it was like I was predisposed to want to do a thing with some friends, but of course that's all well and good, but you could read the thing and be like, well, this is going to be an awkward text exchange now, although I would call. I wouldn't text. But the script was awesome, and so I was already predisposed to digging it, and then I read the thing and was like, oh, this is something special. I said to my wife, this feels like a movie you and I would watch and dig.
Also, the girl who plays Serena, who plays my daughter, had played my daughter in Chapelwaite, and when they were looking for the girl, I was like, it has to be Serena. I was basically setting up a situation where I didn't have to act at all.
Right, and single-handedly employing everyone that's on this movie. That's incredible. I love that. How was that experience for you, getting to work with both of them?
In one way, it was more nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to ensure that I did my absolute best job, and it's your first time out of the gate, so I have no idea if it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
But both of them put their trust in me. I put my full trust in them, and I learned so much every single day. And I honestly couldn't have asked for a better cast. There was never a moment that I wasn't feeling completely blessed.
Your character loves to swear in this film. What's your personal favorite swear word? And
it's fuck. I don't get fancy with it.
Yeah. I feel like you really hit it though when you did it in the film. You really got those swear words out there and you meant it.
It felt natural.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Do you have a favorite line that you have from the movie? Because I have a favorite line of yours.
What is it?
When you said, "I'm not racist, I'm an ally."
Apropos of nothing as well. Out of nowhere. Yeah, I know, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite?
That one was pretty good.
Yeah.
Or when we're when we all fuck off to our rooms to try to mull over who should volunteer, and I just say it should be my brother. He should do it. Noah should do it. That's a very good line.
Yeah, that's awesome. Obviously, conversations come up about your dad all around this. Do you feel like it's more nerve-wracking with the Cronenberg name, that maybe there's you have to live up to a certain,
I sort of feel like at one point that was something that made me nervous. And at this point, I feel like I've been through it so much now, and from start to finish, getting this to where it is now, that I'm just happy to share it with the world. I'm just excited that people get to see it. There's going to be the odd person who says, well, this doesn't feel like a Cronenberg movie. It's not body horror. It's not this. It's not that. That's always going to happen, right? You put art into the world, and people are going to have something to say about it.
Yeah.
And that's okay too.
Yeah. Do you think we'll get a HUMANE too?
Yes, it's called HUMANE. We've been planning it for years. I don't know. I love the world that we built. It hasn't been written. You never know, but I'm excited to explore what's next.
Yeah, totally. Were you a fan of the OC? How was it working with Peter Gallagher?
So I wasn't a fan of the OC. However, I was a fan of Peter Gallagher's daughter.
Oh.
and my friend is a huge fan of the OC. And so when I met him, I was fangirling over his daughter, and then we did a Zoom, a FaceTime. And anyways, he was amazing.
Yeah.
He was so lovely, and especially to come into something where we were kind of halfway into the movie, and he was just came in like dad and was amazing.
That's awesome. Congrats again.
Thank
Good
you.
to see you.
Nice
Hopefully
to
see you
see
soon.
you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it. Perfect. Thank you so much. Congrats again.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.